Welcome to Pillow Talks with Victor, where love lingers in words. Tonight's story is about connection, the kind that finds you when everything else goes quiet. This is After the Lights Went Out. It started with a blackout, the kind that silences an entire city. No hum of traffic, no glow from windows, no endless noise, just darkness and the sound of rain tapping against the glass. He was sitting by the window, laptop dead, phone battery barely hanging on, when he heard a faint knock at his door. It was his neighbor, the one from across the hall. He'd seen her before in passing, always with headphones on, always smiling politely, but never stopping to talk. Now she was standing there holding 2 candles and a packet of matches. "Power's out," she said. "I figured it's less creepy if we don't sit alone in the dark." He smiled. Good thinking. They lit the candles on his coffee table, and the room filled with that kind of soft light that makes everything feel slower, quieter, more human. She laughed as she looked around. "You've got good taste in mess. Organized chaos," he said. "It's an artist thing." She raised an eyebrow. "What kind of artist?" "Music," he replied. "Guitar, mostly. I write songs no one hears." "Maybe tonight's the night someone does," she said. Outside, thunder rolled, distant but deep, like the world was clearing its throat. They sat on the floor, passing around a half-empty bag of chips, talking about everything and nothing. She told him she worked at a bookstore, how she read endings first, because she couldn't stand surprises. He told her he hated endings, that good stories should fade, not stop. Time blurred. They didn't notice how the rain softened, or how the room began to feel warmer. At one point she asked, "If you could be anywhere right now, where would you go?" He thought for a moment. "Nowhere. I think right here feels fine." She smiled. "You sound like someone who doesn't want the lights to come back." He laughed. "Maybe I don't." When the power flickered for the first time, both of them froze. The candles trembled. The refrigerator hummed to life somewhere down the hall. "Guess that's our cue," she said, her voice softer now. He nodded, then reached for his guitar. "One last song before reality returns," he said, tuning it by ear. He started to play, a slow, gentle rhythm that filled the room like the sound of heartbeat. She listened, eyes closed, swaying slightly, and when he finished, she whispered, "I think I'll remember this night." The lights came back fully, bright and unkind, spilling over everything that had felt sacred in the dark. They blinked, both a little dazed, as if waking from a dream they didn't want to end. She smiled again, the kind of smile that holds both gratitude and something else. "Well," she said, "back to the noisy world." He wanted to ask her to stay, but instead he just said, "Thanks for the light." She looked over her shoulder before stepping out. "Any time," she said, "but maybe next time, let's turn them off on purpose." He sat there long after she left, the candles still burning low. Outside, the city came back to life. Traffic, horns, electricity, noise. But in his apartment, for just a little longer, it was still quiet. And for the first time in a long time, that quiet didn't feel lonely. If you've ever found connection in a moment that wasn't supposed to last, you'll understand this story, because sometimes the lights have to go out for 2 hearts to finally see. This was After the Lights Went Out.